Hello, and welcome to the Worst Movie Podcast. I'm Ade.
And I'm Aaron, and this is a podcast where we watch the worst movies ever made in the hopes of finding a hidden gem.
Enjoy. So, what have you been watching?
The Nanny.
How did you pick that? Like, what happened where you're like, you know what, we need to spend time rewatching?
Amanda has been rewatching it, and I've been watching it with her.
What did she see? Like, what happened that triggered that in her head?
I think she said she used to watch it when she was younger, like before school and stuff. It would be on Nick at Night, but like in the mornings.
Yeah.
So she used to watch it. It is a funny show. Fran Drescher was really funny in that show.
Yeah, I don't really remember anything about it. Also, she would wake up early enough before school to watch The Nanny.
She's a morning person. She's up with the sun every day. I don't know how she does it.
I used to like run out to the school bus, like straight from bed when I heard it, like on the corner.
Yeah, I still to this day sleep as long as humanly possible, every day.
Yeah.
I never wake up and give myself extra time in the morning. That seems insane.
Yeah, just enough time to like watch TV, watch The Nanny. How many seasons of The Nanny were there?
That's a good question. There were 6.
Okay.
6 seasons?
There's no chance I've seen more than 25% of The Nanny.
I was surprised at how I remember watching it as a kid, but it was one of those shows where it was like when it came on, I was like, well, time to change the channel, I guess.
Yeah.
Because I was not that into it. But so I don't know that much about it. I remember watching it, but the kids are really good on that show. Like the actors are really good. Fran Drescher is so funny. And then they have this butler character played by Daniel Davis, who is like this snooty British butler. But I looked him up and he's just a guy from Arkansas. But you could, I mean, he's not just a guy. He like,
he's an actor.
He's an actor who has done a lot of Shakespeare in his time. But like, I would have been easily convinced he's a British guy. But he's just from Arkansas. And yeah, I don't know. It's really funny. The jokes are really good and a lot of them would fly over my kid head at the time, but watching it as an adult, it's kind of, I'm re-enjoying it.
Yeah. What's it on these days?
That's a good question. I don't know what we're watching it on.
It looks like it's on Netflix. Maybe.
Yeah. It's on HBO, I think.
Okay.
Or Max or whatever they're calling it these days.
I think they're back to just HBO.
What have you been watching?
Well, just last night in honor of James Van Der Beek, I watched Rules of Attraction. Have you ever seen that movie? One of my all-time favorites. It is a really dark, really kind of sad, but it's based on a novel by Bret Easton Ellis, who wrote American Psycho. Have you seen American Psycho or read it?
Yes, seen it.
So yeah, Christian Bale plays Patrick Bateman, and James Van Der Beek plays his younger brother Sean Bateman in Rules of Attraction.
Oh,
they're very different stories. So Rules of Attraction is set on a college campus, and it follows three primary characters who just are lonely, depraved, lots of drinking, lots of sex, drug use. But I love the movie. It's a wild ride, hyper stylized, directed by Roger Avery, who co-wrote Pulp Fiction. So
James Van Der Beek was a little bit before my time. I was too young for like Dawson's Creek and Varsity
Yeah,
Blues, so I don't really know much of his body of work.
yeah. I never got into those shows. Rules of Attraction is interesting because he plays a very he plays a terrible person in it, and he was very, I don't know, clean cut and I think Goody Two Shoes and Dawson's Creek.
Mhm.
And so the movie was really an attempt to reset his persona. He did an incredible job in it, but Jessica Biel was also in the movie, and she plays a terrible person.
Well, this was
Everybody's terrible.
post Seventh Heaven for her too.
Right, right. And then even Fred Savage has a cameo where he's a junkie, and it is a hilarious scene. But I remember watching this when it came out. 2002 was when it came out, I think,
Uh-huh.
and it was just like, oh, Fred Savage. Like, I didn't know that he had that in him, but
Yeah.
yeah. So it's yeah, it's a lot of actors that I mean, yeah, like I said, nobody's good in that movie.
They're
A good
reshaping
person,
their persona, their image.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, but it's all well done. R.I.P. Uh,
Yeah. Cancer
so
sucks.
that it does. Should we talk about today's movie?
Yeah.
A Pyromaniac's Love Story from 1995. It was directed by Joshua Brand, who created Saint Elsewhere and Northern Exposure. I don't know if you ever watched those shows, but starring John Leguizamo, William Baldwin, Sadie Frost, Erica Eleniak. 0% on Rotten Tomatoes. So one of our rare 0%ers. Although there's an asterisk here. We talked about this last time, but
Yeah.
I feel like if you have movies that came out before Rotten Tomatoes was a thing, like there are only, what was it, like a dozen, 11 reviews in Rotten Tomatoes for this movie. So it's a
Yeah.
little limited, but um,
How does that work? Do they just pull from, like, old newspaper
I think
reviews?
so. I glanced through the reviews, and yeah, they have like Roger Ebert's review from 2000. It says 2000. Why would he have? That's like 5 years after it came out. I don't
Yeah,
know.
that's weird. Maybe that's when it got posted online.
Yeah, it looks like the date listed on Rotten Tomatoes is not quite right because it links to a 1995 article. Um,
Hmm.
so anyway, yeah, it looks like they're just pulling articles that came out when the
Yeah.
movie came out. No idea of what its budget was, but box office was $468,000. So not a this was a small movie, little um, indie movie, not well reviewed.
Yeah.
Uh, had you heard of this movie?
No. I had I don't know that I've seen many John Leguizamo movies to begin with.
Okay.
So I think his entire career kind of is over my head. I don't know much that he's been in, so I had not heard of this. I knew nothing about it or the actors for the most part.
Yeah, it's fair to say that this was is not a very well known movie. Uh, but I'll just say right off the top, this is one of my favorite movies of all time.
I was excited when you told me before we even started the podcast that there was a 0% movie that was one of your favorite movies of all time, but you
Yeah.
wouldn't tell me what it was until now.
Yeah. I tried
So
to sneak this into our potential list, but clearly, I mean, there's nothing about it on paper that you're like, oh, we have to cover this one because it's not well known. It's not, there's no story or lore behind it.
yeah,
Uh, and so, yeah, I had to just come clean and tell you this was the one. Yeah. So I don't remember seeing this in theaters. I'm pretty sure, I rented it shortly after it came out. The, uh, the cover is the four main characters standing in front of like a matchbook, a bunch of matches.
mhm.
And I feel like I vividly remember seeing that at Blockbuster or whatever the video rental store when I
Yeah,
was in high school and renting that. And yeah, I watched this movie over and over in the 90s and probably early 2000s. And then I don't think I had seen it for a good, I don't know, 15-year stretch plus. And at some point a few years ago, I was like, oh, I should rewatch this, and I saw that it had 0% on Rotten Tomatoes, and I was like, oh shit. I
What?
have such fond memories of this movie, and I was really dreading it. And then finally, at some point last year, I was like, all right, I'll just bite the bullet. And uh, I rewatched it, and I just like had a smile on my face the whole time. And I was like, it's like, fuck the critics. Like, I
Yeah,
love
what
this
do they
movie.
know?
Yeah. So, what did you think about the movie?
I liked it okay. It's definitely got problems. Like I
What? No, it's a perfect movie.
I read I read Ebert's review. I read some of the snippets from a lot of different reviews, and I'm like, yeah, they're all right. But like
Yeah.
it was fun. Like I enjoyed it. And like I don't know. I think you're right that this is not, again, not a 0% movie. This is not that bad. It's certainly not one of the worst movies ever made. Uh,
Yeah.
it's not great, but it's I liked it fine.
Yeah. Probably if you had 100 critics review it, it's not, it may not be certified fresh, but
Yeah.
it probably would get a fair number of good reviews. I
There were
looked on
good
Letterbox.
performances.
Yeah, yeah. I was gonna say on Letterbox, I think the average was 3.2 fan rating, which is not great, but not bad. Like most people rated it like between 2 stars and 3 stars, and then there are
Yeah.
just there are a tiny number of like 1 star or half-star reviews, and then there are actually dozens of us that have rated it 4.5 stars or more.
It's a
Uh,
5.3 on IMDb, so it's a middling movie. It's not
yeah,
terrible or great, but it's a fine way to spend 2 hours.
it's not 2 hours. It's like 90. Where's the running
Hour
time?
34.
Yeah, it's like a perfect tight, you know,
Yeah.
little nugget of a movie.
Yeah.
Do you want to give the quick synopsis?
Sure. John Leguizamo plays Sergio, who is a baker's apprentice, and uh, he gets caught up in an arson scandal with a wig tycoon's son, played by Billy Baldwin. His name's Garrett, uh, and Sergio is offered money to. So the baker's uh, shop gets burned down. They're not
Yeah.
making any money, and the baker tells Sergio, burn the place down because then I'll be able to collect the insurance money and I can go off and spend my golden years with my wife. John Leguizamo does not burn it down, but it does end up getting burned down by the wig maker's son. And so there's this like um, collusion to get Sergio to admit to burning it down. They're going to pay him $20,000 to admit it, so that he can have money to go away with his love interest and explore the world. And it would keep the wig maker's son out of jail because he's a troubled young man. And it's one of those things where everyone admits to the crime and nobody knows who, like, really. I mean, the players really know who did it, but the police don't know who did it.
Right.
Yeah, and it's kind of a farce or a caper in that sense.
Yeah. Tonally, it is a very it's kind of directed as a fairy tale, like a charming little.
Yeah,
It starts with like a once upon a time sort of
yeah,
almost. Yeah, but it's set
whimsical a
in.
little bit.
Right, very whimsical. It's set in modern day, and like William Baldwin plays it really over the top, and like they're very like eccentric characters and stuff like that. So it's
He
very.
he was wild, this movie. I don't think
Yeah,
I don't know his movies that well. I don't know what he's but he was over the top the whole time.
yeah. I don't really, I don't really, couldn't tell you much about his career. I've looked at his IMDb and seen a lot of the movies, but
Yeah.
I wouldn't say he's the most memorable part of any of them. It does feel like this is a very different character than he's played in. I would have to imagine he's very very eccentric.
It's a different
What
character than I feel like I've seen any Baldwin play.
how would you rank the Baldwin brothers? Who's your
All
favorite?
right.
Who's your least?
I mean I don't know.
Alec,
Uh
Billy's, Stephen, Daniel.
was it Alec, Billy, Daniel? William, Stephen.
Billy and William are the
Yeah,
same.
yeah. Alec Daniel. I guess probably Alec. I've seen him in the most things. Is my
Yeah,
favorite. Like he's made my favorite movies and TV shows out of all of them for sure.
yeah, he is, and he's by far the most successful and famous, I would say.
Yeah, I
Even
get.
just 30 Rock alone, Leguizamo one.
I'm gonna be honest. I get the other brothers mixed up. Like I don't know. I
What do you
don't
think
know.
that's like at Christmas or whatever, like at family reunions where, I mean, I'm sure most people in the country are like, I know Alec, the rest of them are a blur.
Yeah.
And they don't even really look that much alike.
You don't think so?
I mean, a little bit, but
I get Billy and Steven look very similar to me, and then Daniel and Alec look similar to me.
yeah. But I mean, you can
But
tell the difference between Daniel and Alec. I'm sure
yeah,
Daniel Baldwin walked up to you, you wouldn't be like, "Oh, are you Alec Baldwin?"
I'd know he's a Baldwin for sure, but I wouldn't
Yeah,
be able to.
yeah. I think Billy's my number two. Daniel's probably my last, just because I feel like I hadn't seen anything that he's been in, or barely. Like if he's
Yeah,
been in something, one of his brothers have been in it too
yeah,
that I saw.
Mulholland. Oh, not Mulholland Drive, Mulholland Falls. I don't know if I've seen that.
Is that the sequel?
I don't know. Neo noir crime thriller. Ensemble cast: Nick Nolte, Jennifer Connelly, Michael Madsen, Chris Penn. I don't know. It might be good.
Maybe. I hear you have a Pyromaniac story from when you were a kid.
Yeah.
Do you want to share publicly?
Yeah. Well, I was in the Boy Scouts for about a year when I was a kid, and in the Boy Scouts, you have to earn a card called your fireman chit, which is like a
Chit,
chit.
Chit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And that allows you to carry matches as a scout. You have to go through like a class and demonstrate that you can build a fire and that you're safe
Yeah.
with matches. And uh, if you if there are any infractions, you get a corner cut off your card, and if you lose all four corners, you have to go through the program again. So I got a corner cut off once because we were camping, and there was like this outhouse structure at the campsite, and there was a wasp's nest hanging from it, and we were like, well, we got to get rid of the wasps. So we we decided to light matches and try to throw it up to the wasp's nest to try to
It,
catch it on fire, which I don't know what the plan was after that. But
it's just, you're like, having wasps chase you is not enough of a challenge. They also need to be on fire.
yeah, extremely pissed. But it ultimately amounted to just throwing lit matches onto the roof of the structure, and we got caught.
Yeah.
Luckily, nothing burned down, but I did lose a corner on my card.
Yeah. Um,
That was my that was my great shame of my scouting career.
I feel like pyromania was talked about a lot more when we were younger. I
Yeah,
feel like I don't really hear that much
that and
about anymore.
quicksand.
That and quicksand, yeah. Is pyromania even like, is that is that the correct term to use these days? Like maybe that's not even a DSM thing.
Good question. Let's see.
I mean, there's still a quick
It's a
Google
wiki
search.
for it.
Yeah, it looks like it's still used.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Oh yeah, they still use kleptomania, so I guess mania is fine.
There was definitely a pyromaniac that I went to high school with. Um, I don't know who it was, but our school had our gym burned down twice, and I don't think they ever caught the person who did that. And I think there were like 7 or so arsons during my time
What?
in high school. Yeah.
We had lots of bomb threats, not arson.
No, these were like legit fires were lit in the school. Um, only the 2 gym burnings were went out of control.
Do
And
you think the students knew who it was?
I mean, I was a student. I didn't know. There were like 3,000 students, so it wasn't like we were close enough to all be like, yeah, it was, it was Garrett. Uh,
I definitely had a fascination with fire. I would burn anything I could when I was a kid. Lots of sterno and burning GI Joes,
yeah,
things like that. Yeah.
that's probably normal for a kid. You want to know how fire works, and it's kind of, especially like back in the day. I don't know if my kids have ever had the fire stuff, but you know,
It's an
pre
early, like, powerful tool to, like, wield as a child too. Like,
yeah.
as a teen to be like, "I can make fire." Uh, yeah, kinda fun.
Yeah, yeah. I had a good friend in high school that whenever it was like time to light a fire, when like a camp, he like volunteered. He'd like go off and uh, spend like hours crafting, the fire, and
Was he a
was
Boy
really into
Scout?
it. I don't know if he was a scout.
Seems like scout behavior.
He did really like fire. But
Oh, a kid in our scout, troop did catch on fire one
what
time. Yeah. He had this, lantern that ran on white gas, and he
what is white gas?
I don't know, it's, let's see what Google tells us. But he was filling it and, uh, maybe just a type of petroleum gas marketed by Coleman makes a brand of it, but it's just a flammable fluid. I don't know. Anyway, it ran on this gas and he was pouring it and was not paying attention to where he was pouring it. And he basically poured it all over himself. And as soon as he tried to light the lantern, his pants just like from the cuff to the knee, just both legs caught on fire.
Wow. Did
Uh,
you get hurt? Like, I mean, was it
nah,
bad?
he was fine.
Okay.
We put him out pretty quick.
It was like that scene in, was it Jaws 2, where the woman, like the shark's attacking her on the boat, and she like gets the gas can and it like just pours the gas can on herself and lights herself on fire.
Yeah, was that 2 or 3?
It
I
was
can't remember.
one of the sequels.
Yeah.
Uh, uh, while we're on tangents, I realized that we talked about cocktail and we talked about all the flair bartending. But one of my favorite tricks that Tom Cruise did was when he lit a match on that matchbook and tossed it across the bar to that woman. Do you remember that scene?
No.
This was in Jamaica. She like gets out a cigarette and he's like walking away from her and does this like little like flick of his fingers with a matchbook, and and then he flings it over, and it's like the matchbook is flat with a single match sticking out, lit on fire,
You think
like
that's
for
a
her.
real trick? Like, can you actually do that?
I don't know. I would like to believe.
In my match throwing experience, I found that they usually go out before they reach their their target.
Yeah. Well, you'll have to practice that out by
Yeah,
the outhouse.
yeah.
Should we get back to the movie?
I guess.
Uh, so I don't really have a ton of notes. One of the things, there are a lot of things I like about this movie. So maybe I'll kind of start category by
I
category.
really wanna know what it is about this movie that because I liked it fine, like, it was not bad by any means. However, there must have been something in your life as a young adult or young man where you really connected with this, and I wanna know what that was.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't want to do a deep
Back onto the
psychoanalysis again.
couch.
Yeah, exactly. This is not that kind of podcast, but I'm sure so the crux of it is John Leguizamo is the main character, and he's in love with this girl who's his best friend, but it's not even really clear that she knows, like they're not in a relationship, they're just friends.
Yeah.
He's in the friend zone.
Unrequited love.
Yeah, and he's just, pining for her. So I'm sure I related to that somewhat, like not that I had a identical situation or anything like that, but just that
Mhm.
whole idea. I really connected with even like the older couple, like that he works for. They've been married for decades or whatever, and
Yeah.
just one of those things where it's like heartwarming that they still love each other deeply after all these years and the troubles with the business and stuff like that. So I think I guess I'm not known for being a romantic, would you say? But it
No.
does scratch that side of me. So I think that's part of it. I think it's a very unique movie, and it's hard to think of a movie that's quite constructed like this. And I think it probably turns a lot of people off, but it's very quirky and very funny
Yeah.
in a subtle way. Like I was like, let me just jot down a few quotes that I liked. Like, I feel like it's a very quotable movie, and they're quotes that like
Oh, yeah.
like things that I've just quoted from it over the years, over and over, but nobody knows I'm quoting it because nobody else has seen this movie. But I don't know. I think it's well written. I was like, let me just write out a few quotes, and I think I wrote down 16 quotes. So it's like way too much to cover all. And some of it is just like maybe isn't even funny out of context.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, it's just so one of the first scenes, like it probably the first like 10, 15 minutes is set up, and then it like really starts going after the fire, after the bakery burns down. William Baldwin's dad sends kind of a second in command or whatever to go basically recruit John Leguizamo to take the fall for the fire.
Yeah.
And that character's name is Jerry. And I love Jerry because
he's emotional.
Yeah, he plays it really sincere. Like he really wants John Leguizamo to take the fall for this fire. He like tears up several times and it's just like he's being so manipulative. But
yeah, he's telling him like everybody wins. The old man gets the money, you get the money to go see the world with your love interest, and Garrett gets off the hook. And I'm like, well, that's not justice. That's not everybody winning.
Yeah,
that's a pyromaniac getting off the hook for a crime.
Yeah, but he just he plays it so well. One of my favorite quotes in the movie is they're driving in the car and John Leguizamo. It takes him a while to really get, I guess, pulled into Jerry's twisted logic. He's saying very like sensible things like, but I'll go to jail if I take the fall. Like, he's just like, well, I don't understand how this works. And then he's like, Hattie will be mad if she learns that I set fire to this place. And then Jerry delivers us these lines. He's like, no, she would be blown away. Girls love gestures. You bring them flowers, you open up a door for them, burn down a place, whatever.
Like, yeah, that's a huge leap.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So I don't know, it's just like quirky comedy like that I love.
Yeah, there are a lot of ridiculous things said with 100% sincerity in this movie that like makes it fun to watch. Like, I get that it's not great dialogue or whatever. Like, nobody in real life would make that leap, but it's fun to watch. And the way that like the performances in this movie are really good. Like, I was like emotional when he was tearing up, and I'm like, I think Garrett should go to prison. Like, he burned the bakery down, but like, what a great performance. And it was like so sincere and heartfelt.
Yeah.
And the old couple, both those actors were really good. I don't remember what the Joan Plowright is the actress that played the older wife, and she was in Dennis the Menace.
Armin Mueller-Stahl. Both of them are like Academy Award nominees, at least. I don't know if they won best or supporting actor, but there are a lot of good, like genuine good actors in this movie.
Yeah. She did not win, but she was nominated for an Oscar. But yeah, she was really great. And I thought the old man, what were their names? The Linzer.
Oh, yeah.
I thought they were both great. Also, the cop in town is Mike Starr, who's in Dumb and Dumber. He's the gas man.
Yeah. There are a lot of actors that you're like, I've seen you in a bunch of things before, but can't quite. Yeah, I thought the cop was funny. I mean, there's some of the humor is a little cheesy, but I don't know. I like it. Like all these people keep coming into the police station confessing to be the one that set the fire for various twisted reasons, and he's just like exhausted and like like, I know you didn't do it. Like,
he has 4 people admit to this crime.
Yeah.
I think. Yeah, this felt like a movie where there were no bad guys other than maybe Garrett. He seems insane. He's a pyromaniac.
Yeah, he's insane.
He's crazy, but he's not a bad person.
No, he's not a bad person. And I think, at least me, by the end of it, you are in a twisted way touched by the love story between him and Erica, and like his Stephanie, I guess is his character name. Erica Leniak is an actress.
Yeah.
They have a weird relationship, but they end up quote unquote together. He goes to prison at the end, but they're like waving at each other across the prison yard, and he's he's like sending "I love you" signs to her and stuff like that. So it's like
Yeah.
he's sweet in his own way. He's just a little insane.
Yeah. Yeah. Agreed. And she's a little insane. Like
Oh, she's definitely insane also. Yeah.
she's his kind of crazy, I think. They were perfect for each other.
Try to decide how many quotes to go through. So most of like the insane quotes are from William Baldwin's character and the girl. I'll just rattle a few of them. He says, "Any jackoff can light a match, but to be a pyromaniac with love in his heart, well, let's just say they don't give night classes in that."
Yeah.
And then he plays it so over the top. There's a scene where
Yeah.
they go to like a biker bar, and he's
He's monologuing to the whole bar.
yeah, the story of his
Breakup
love
with
story.
Stephanie.
Yeah, and it's just hilarious because he's just over the top.
He burned down the bakery as a gesture of his love to Stephanie because Stephanie came in and kissed John Leguizamo at the beginning of the movie. For some reason, he didn't know who she was. I don't remember. Like I watched that scene, and later in the movie they were calling back to it about her kissing him, and I'm like, wait, why did she kiss him? And I don't
Yeah,
know. I don't remember what was the story.
well, don't think too hard about it, but I will say, yeah. So the beginning, one of the things I liked about the movie is like they just jump in with this mystery of like, who's this girl? Why is she chasing him? Why is she kissing him? But yeah, they call back to it, and basically she's upset and she's out walking and wanders into this pastry shop that's closed and he's cleaning up, and he says that monologue about how like she's basically like, why would you be in love with somebody who's not in love with you?
Right.
And he's like, you just have to love somebody and just, believe. And basically like, you don't want to get to the end of your life and think, what if?
What if? Yeah.
Yeah. And so he like says basically a sweet thing that touches her. And then she's like so touched by that she kisses him.
I see.
And he is like, no, I'm in love with Hattie. Like, I don't want to kiss you. And
Yeah.
she says, like she must be some girl or something like that. So anyway, then she's so touched by that she tells Garrett that she fell in love with him over one kiss.
Yeah.
So,
and she maintains that she's in love with him for most of the movie after having only met him once. She doesn't even know his name.
He shows up at her house and he's like, I've got to tell this girl not to be in love with me anymore. And she's like, who are you? She doesn't even yeah,
she was kind of using him to make Garrett jealous, I think.
But, she doesn't remember his name. She keeps saying the wrong name. One of the quotes that I wrote down is at the end, she kicks him out of the house and she says, "Be gone with you, cupcake boy." Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, there goes Pinocchio, the man I love.
And he's like, it's Sergio. Yeah, that scene also had my favorite quote of the movie when Leguizamo meets her dad, and he's just like aloof to he's an idiot, but they're standing there, and he was like, he said his name was Sergio Cecchio or something like that.
Yeah, I don't remember his last name.
And he was like, oh, Italian. And he was like, well, I'm Puerto Rican. And he was like, well, you're Puerto Rican, but you got two good legs. Life's give and take.
Yeah. And
because Garrett has a limp. He's got one bad leg. So
yeah. And throughout the whole movie, Garrett's like, my deformity, no woman will ever love me. And he's like barely,
barely disabled.
Yeah.
He just has a cane. He could get around fine.
Yeah, it's just like a funny, quirky, whimsical, insane movie.
Yeah, it's got some really great and also like hilarious dialogue just because it's insane but sincere. My other favorite quote, I only had two that I like really wrote down, but my other favorite one is when it's early in the maybe one of the first scenes of the movie, and he's talking to Sergio's talking to the Lindsers about Hattie and how much he loves her, and she won't go anywhere with him because she wants to see the world and he has no money to go with her. She said she'd wait for him to get money, but so he's like desperate to do anything to make some money.
Yeah.
He's telling the Lindsers about this, and he leaves, and Mr. Lindsер turns to Mrs. Lindser and he's like, do you remember being in love like that? And she doesn't say anything, but it's all in her face. And just like the acting was so good. It's like, that's a heartbreaking thing for an old couple to say to each other. Like, it's true. Like, love definitely changes as you age. It's not like passionate anymore. I mean, it can be, but it's not like you can't be passionate every day of your life about
Right.
something, but yeah, it was like I thought that was great writing and the
Yeah.
acting too. Like she didn't say anything, but I like you felt it through her expression.
Yeah, I thought their relationship was touching.
Yeah. This was
And
not a bad movie. This
yeah,
was a
yeah, thank you,
fairly
thank you.
good movie.
The dozens of us on Letterboxd are redeemed.
I'm a believer.
Um, I also thought their kind of the big interaction with the Lindsers in jail when Mrs. Lindsay takes the fall for the fire and she's like, did you think I would stop loving you because you had no money? And
Yeah.
that whole speech was touching. Yeah, it was I love
Very
it.
good.
I could keep rewatching it. Another crazy Baldwin moment. He kidnaps Sergio and he's mad at him because he stole his fire. He stole the blame for the fire.
Took credit
Uh,
for it.
and then he takes him to these like train tracks. And the whole time, like John Leguizamo thinks he's going to kill him. And he's like, "No, I want you to be a witness of me laying down in the tracks. Go tell Stephanie how much her love broke my heart or whatever."
Yeah.
And then the train car starts coming, and he's like, "Let me lay down in front of the train." And then he starts getting scared and shooting the gun into the air.
They're running down the tracks rather than just getting off the tracks.
Yeah.
And he's just shooting his gun up in the air as he hobbles.
But that's such a great touch that it's like, what are you shooting? Why are you shooting the gun?
That's not going to help the train stop faster.
But like somebody had to make that decision. That was either, Billy, like,
Yeah.
let's just do this, or maybe that was in the script.
I love the way he laid down on the tracks too. I don't know if you know, like remember that, but he kicks his leg way out far and then just like flops back. I don't know. You have to watch it because it's pure physical acting, but like,
Yeah.
it was
He
hilarious.
his physicality was great in this movie. I think there are a few parts where he falls on the ground or otherwise. I won't read all these quotes. Another great physical scene, like John Leguizamo's trying to break him out of the hospital, and he says, "They think the shot to the head is making me weird, but I feel superhuman, like I can fly."
Yeah.
He's definitely insane.
Yeah, and that's how he delivers his lines too. Like it's 100% earnestness and sincerity and a tinge of insanity.
Yeah, it is quite the insane movie.
I liked when he was trying to break him out of the hospital and he's pushing his bed down the thing and like to make a turn, Leguizamo like runs and jumps off the wall and pushes
parkouring.
Yeah, and I was like, that was kind of cool actually.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a bit of a like cartoonish, I don't know, slapsticky
Yeah.
to this movie. Just a touch. Yeah, even like the plot I thought was unique. I've seen it a dozen times at this point, but felt like it wasn't quite a mystery, but it was kind of a bit of this twisted story. I guess it was a mystery in terms of we didn't really understand the relationship between Garrett and Stephanie and Sergio until the end. So the way that like the plot was kind of intertwined.
Yes, kind of convoluted.
Yeah. Or
I don't know. Is convoluted a negative thing?
I mean, I think it definitely has a negative connotation, but yeah, I wouldn't call this. Yeah, it's whatever the positive version of convoluted is.
Yeah, it's very twisty.
It's twisty, but yeah, not so twisty that it's
unfollowable,
incomprehensible.
Yeah,
it's not a perfect movie.
No.
I will say. My Letterboxd rating is 4.5 stars, not 5 stars. I really struggled. I wanted to give it 5 stars.
Yeah.
But I feel like there are a few, I don't know, nitpicks. Hattie's not my favorite character. I think that's probably my biggest problem with the movie is I feel like the 4 main characters, three out of the 4 are really interesting. Hattie is like, you don't really like her until maybe the end. I don't know.
Yeah, like I didn't quite understand why Sergio was so attracted to her.
Mm-hmm.
Like she kind of was rude to him a lot of the time, like very dismissive of him because he didn't have money, which doesn't seem like a very nice thing. And then she's also just like they had 2 scenes where she just like chokes out or punches out a customer at the diner she works at. So they're like trying to say she's this tough girl that, can handle herself. But like they don't really show or tell you why he would be in love with her. There's not really any appealing
Yeah,
qualities
it's
that
yeah,
they
it's a little
dive into.
undeveloped.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kinda like they grew up, they grew up together and
Yeah.
by the way, it's a little bit sad, but the first scene where this guy pinched her ass and she like, uh
Choked him with his own tie.
yeah, he passed away last month, so
Oh, really?
RIP Floyd Vivino.
Lloyd Vivino. Rip. Did not know that.
Uh,
This movie has Michael Lerner in it too, who plays her dad,
yeah.
and
Yeah, he's another one of those,
I love Michael Lerner.
I wouldn't have known his name, but, I was
He
like,
also passed away recently, 2023.
yeah, like, I've seen him in 100 things, it feels
Yeah.
like.
Yeah, he's a one of those actors that you don't know his name, but you've seen him in everything.
Yeah. "Howard, you pinched her ass." One of those.
What's
I
wrong with you?
I thought
His
those were
wife was, like, way too polite about him. She was yelling at him and stuff, but, like, she went home with him after he pinched a waitress's ass.
yeah, I mean, she was
He
well,
was
I
her
think it
ride, maybe.
well, yeah, and then it turned into, her being scared of Sergio running up and her
The
her overt racism.
Yeah, I was gonna say there was some definite racist characters in this towards Sergio.
Yeah, uh, they've been
That's
around for a while.
yeah. Yep. This feels like a movie that would not get made today, purely because this feels like one of those movies that, like, I feel like they don't take chances on movies,
Yeah,
uh, nowadays, and it reminds me, have you seen Matt Damon's Hot Ones episode where he talks about
no,
Hollywood? But basically, he was saying, like, in the '90s and before, you could take risks on movies like this because you knew you had DVD sales to
yep,
back it up, that you didn't have to get all your money at the box office. So you could take risks. And that once that went away, Hollywood basically just plays it safe. Movies like this generally don't get made anymore.
right.
Um,
Yeah, the business model is in there.
yeah. And this feels like one of those movies that there were a ton of in the '90s, but you don't really see much anymore. I mean, maybe like, I was going to say maybe like Netflix originals, but even those are pretty formulaic. And this feels like weird and delightful in
Yeah.
that '90s way.
Yeah, it is. And even case in point, like I said, with me, I rented this a bunch, and I don't know
Hmm.
if I bought the DVD, but maybe. But yeah, I agree. I don't think this would get made today.
Yeah.
It is sad that this never became like a cult classic. Like
It seems like ripe for a cult status.
maybe we can maybe
Maybe
we
when
can be the
this
spark.
episode goes viral, all the Pyromaniac fans will come out.
We'll have to revisit this at the Pyromaniac Con.
Do you know anyone else that is into this movie outside of like your own immediate family?
I mean, I guess that's I mean, the short answer is no. I guess I don't know that I would, I guess, how would I know somebody outside of my friends and family that would be into it?
Well, I'd accept friends. Like, do you have friends that are into this? I
I
just
mean, I
mean,
don't,
like, I'm not talking about your sister or your brother. Like, I mean, like, do you know people that you're not related to that you have talked to this movie and they're like, oh, yeah, I know that and I liked it?
I don't think I know anybody that's watched this movie. If I haven't shown it to them, that's not to say that it hasn't. I mean, it doesn't come up a lot, so I don't. I
Why?
don't I mean, there probably was a time in my life where I brought it up a lot. Like I probably showed, watched this movie with a lot of people because I was like, "Hey, let's watch this movie." But yeah, I don't know.
This is your What About Bob?
I mean, What About Bob is not obscure at all. A lot of people watch What About Bob.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, I did review this on Letterbox and had, I think I don't have many Letterbox followers, but I think on this review, there were a handful of people that liked it, and they all had given this 4 or 5 stars. So it's like there's this little like, and then I liked their reviews. So
Yeah.
like I know online people who like it. Like we have this little like Letterbox community.
There are literally dozens of you.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, quite
You're the never
literally,
nudes.
uh, 20. Yeah, literally 24. people on Letterboxd who've rated this 4.5 stars or more. But there aren't
Wow.
that many. There aren't that many ratings on. I mean, yeah, it just hasn't been seen that much.
Yeah.
Well, I think that's all I have about this movie. What are your alternate picks? Do you have one?
I couldn't think of anything. Like I have nothing. I don't know that I've seen a movie like this.
It is very
Uh,
unique.
Early on, like in the fairy tale opening, where it's giving the like in a neighborhood nearby or something, once upon a time, it felt a little hocus pocus to me,
Hmm.
but that quickly went away. But
Yeah.
yeah, I have nothing. I don't know.
Yeah. My alternate pick is Romeo and Juliet, just because, well, A, love story, and B, John Leguizamo plays Tybalt in Romeo and Juliet. The This is the Baz Luhrmann one. I
Yeah,
mentioned it recently, but I'm still trying to get you to watch it. So
yeah, with Leo.
yeah, with Leah, Claire.
Yeah, I think people should watch this movie. If you're listening to the podcast, I would of the movies we've reviewed, this is one of the better ones. I think Cocktail was a good one, and Troll 2. Like, I would recommend this movie.
Yeah, Troll 2 is like so bad it's good.
Yeah, that's a definite cult classic.
Yeah, I haven't mentioned this, but John Leguizamo for a while was probably I would called him my favorite actor because
Really?
he had a great stretch. I mean, again, I loved this movie at the time. I don't know that he's particularly the best part of this movie, but that bumped it on the list. Romeo and Juliet, I liked a lot. I thought he was great in it, and had a stretch where he was in Carlito's Way, Pyromaniac's Love Story, Tu Wong Fu, Thanks for Everything, Julie Newmar. Did you ever see that? Did you ever see Tu Wong Fu?
No. Was
Um,
Carlito's Way Al Pacino?
yeah.
Maybe saw that.
I should also say too, I think I have realized I have a soft spot in my heart for quirky movie titles. So seeing like just the title, A Pyromaniac's Love Story, I'm like, I've got to see that.
Yeah.
That was, I remember being very excited about Tu Wong Fu, Thanks for Everything, Julie Newmar, because like I love that title.
Yeah.
One of my favorite movie titles is The Englishman Who Went Up a Hill and Came Down a Mountain. Did you ever see that movie? It's a Hugh Grant movie.
I've never heard of that.
The premise of that movie is that there's a small town somewhere. I don't know. Maybe it wasn't England because he's the Englishman. Anyway,
Yeah.
and this small town is by a mountain, but the government is like, actually, it's not a mountain. It's a hill because it's not tall enough. And like he has to go survey it.
Uh-huh.
And anyway, the whole thing is like the town convincing him that it's a mountain. And so that's part of the whole story. He went up a hill and came down a
How
mountain.
is that a movie? That seemed just like a ground survey. Like, it seems like construction.
I'm not saying it's a great movie, but it was a movie. And, I forget what year it came out. I'm sure it's a 90s movie. That's maybe one of the ones that they took chances on.
Is it a love story?
Yeah, I think there's a love interest.
Does he get attacked by apes on the mountain or something?
No apes. Yeah, 1995, same year as Pyromaniac's Love Story. Maybe that was a trend where you had like really long titles that were kind of funny.
Yeah. Well, they're coming back. We've got Everything Everywhere All at Once, and
what's the one that's out in theaters right now?
well, there's the Good Luck, Have Fun, Don't Die.
Yep.
And there's the Nirvana, the band, the show, the movie that we talked about at brunch today.
Yeah, I'm all for the like 8 to 10 word titles. let's skip the like Armageddons and that's the one that came to mind. I don't know.
I immediately, my mind went completely blank. I was like,
I mean, that's the problem. They're so like, I feel like most movie titles are so generic because it's just one where it's like ambulance.
Yeah. Volcano.
Yeah. Anyway, I was going through John Leguizamo's career, but I don't know. I thought he was great back in the day. I think that's it. If you have questions, comments, the worst movie podcast at gmail.com. Please like, subscribe, all that stuff.
Indeed.
I'm Ade.
I'm Aaron. Thanks for listening to the Worst Movie Podcast.